Europe's economy is driven by the innovation and the creativity of its citizens. In a fast-changing world, knowledge-based industries are vital to create and secure jobs across the EU. But that knowledge, innovation and creativity needs to be protected. In 2009, the European Commission decided to set up an observatory on counterfeiting and piracy. In 2012, with the support of the Council, the Commission and the Parliament, it was transferred to OHIM, becoming the EU Observatory on infringements of intellectual property rights.
Comprendre pour bien agir. Et avec cet observatoire qui commence à fonctionner, avec une petite équipe volontaire, nous avons un outil qui va permettre à l'Office de se développer sur une nouvelle dimension qui est pour moi très importante, qui est celle de l'éducation, de l'explication économique de ce que représente la propriété intellectuelle. Et quand on met en cause cette propriété par le piratage ou par la contrefaçon, on met en cause de l'emploi, on met en cause du travail, parfois même la santé publique ou la sécurité. Donc je pense qu'il y a là pour l'explication, la formation, la recherche, l'analyse économique, la collecte des données, il y a un travail très important qui va être appuyé ici à Alicante.
The observatory's home is now here in OHIM's headquarters. It provides a new dimension to the office's work.
This has had a very new component to the registration activities of this office, to look at the heart of the policies, to be able to provide stakeholders, user association, member states, European Parliament, the Commission and the Council with hard evidence, on phenomena such as counterfeiting and piracy.
Once the observatory was transferred to OHIM in June 2012, a major stakeholder consultation was carried out. That resulted in a draft work programme, which was presented to stakeholders at a plenary meeting in September.
The observatory is a network. It brings together private and public stakeholders that all have an interest in the respect of intellectual property rights. And so we bring together people who have direct experience with infringements. We have people who are very important in business. We have people who are very important in enforcing intellectual property rights at national levels, customs officers, etc., etc. And all these people come together, join forces to make sure that the fight against counterfeiting and piracy is as efficient as possible.
I think that we need more of that in Europe today, not only in this political field, but in every. We need to share with each other the problems and also the best practices. And we need to be creative together and come up with sustainable proposals for the future. So I think that what OHIM is doing on this is something that actually can be considered best practices for other stakeholders in various political fields.
The observatory is already benefiting from OHIM expertise and resources, something that policymakers appreciate.
Pour moi, cet office est évidemment un instrument extraordinaire en ce qui concerne la propriété intellectuelle. Quand je vois comme il s'est agrandi aujourd'hui, quand je vois qu'il réussit pratiquement à s'autofinancer, ce qui est extrêmement important, tous les espoirs sont permis.
I think the other thing about being at OHIM is just the access to some of the expertise that's available within the OHIM structure in other areas, like the economists, the statistics people that are involved, and certainly the whole data collection and IT support that's very evident within OHIM needs to be applied to what we're trying to do with the observatory.
Issues that we're looking very carefully at, again, where we're stronger, we're building databases. We're building two important databases that will be both important to the enforcement authorities and to the users of the system. But furthermore than that, we're trying to make this work link with the work carried out and done by others. And with others, I'm thinking, for instance, with the copy system that will be launched this year by DG Taxoon. And we're creating the right links in order to make those systems benefit from each other, to make them interoperable.
Two major projects are due to be completed in 2013. One looks at the value of IP to the EU economy, and the other measures public perceptions of IP among EU citizens. Together with its other work, organising high-profile events, providing a platform for stakeholders and identifying best practices at member state level, 2013 looks set to be a busy and challenging year for the EU Observatory on infringements of intellectual property rights.